news to this news page. First of all, in the fifth line of the style.css sheet, let's type as .flex-div and open curly brackets. In between that, in the sixth line, we give as display::flex semicolon and create the class called flex-div. Also, we need to create another class called main-div. In the eighth line, we type as .main-div and open curly brackets. In between that, in the ninth line, we give as display::flex semicolon. Now from the 10th line, background-color::yellow semicolon is given. As well as from the 11th line, it is given as padding:50px semicolon. That's right now. Now, let's see how we can add properties to that class. With the flex semicolon property, the div we created is arranged as a column or row. Now we need to add the flex div class to the index.html. Let's do it this way. Come to the index.html page and open a new div tag from the 12th line. Now we are going to add the class created in the style sheet. For that, inside the div tag itself, class main-div, keep space and give as flex-div. Okay, now let's see how to create a column with a section tag inside the div tag that we create. Before that, we need to create the necessary class for this in the CSS page. I go to the style.css page. Now from 13th line, I give as .column open curly brackets. Now inside these brackets from the 14th line, display::flex semicolon is given, and from the 15th line, flex:1 semicolon is given. What happens here is that if we add a content to a tag where the .column class is defined, that content will take the entire space of the flex box. Now we give as flex-direction::column semicolon in the 16th line. What happens is that if we create a class called column and add some content to it, the column will be displayed as a flex box and the direction of the flex box will be added as a column. Now we need to add another class called main column. For that, in the 18th line, .main-column is given. Open curly brackets, and between these brackets from the 19th line, it is given as flex:2.5 semicolon. I will explain the reason for using this 2.5 later. Now I go back to the index.html page. Now I open a section tag from the 13th line. Now let's add the flex div class we created earlier in this section tag. For that, inside the section tag, class :column main-column is given inside it. Now I enter twice between the section open and close tag and come to the 14th line. Now I open a div tag from the 14th line. Since we need to add news now, we need to create a class for this. I come back to the style.css page. Now from the 21st page, type as .news and curly brackets are given. Now enter in between these brackets and type as margin:10px semicolon in the 22nd line. Now type as display::flex and in the 23rd line, give as flex-direction::column semicolon in the 24th line. Now we have created the margin and the flex box needed to add the news. Now we come back to the index.html page, and inside the div tag which we created in the 14th line, class :news is given inside it. Now let's add this news as an image. I go to the 15th line and open the img tag. src open double quotation, and I go to the assets from the left panel. Now click on i1.png and give copy URL. Now again, I come back to the index.html page and paste the copied link. Now if this image doesn't load, we need to provide an alternative text to give the idea about the picture. For that, from the 16th line, alt double quotation, news1 is given inside it. Now close this tag giving / and angle bracket. Now click the refresh icon in the previously opened preview window. Our first news has been added now.